Hi everyone, I hope everybody is surviving this jail time at home. I love food, I love wine. I thought maybe tonight I want to do my Yo Caesar salad dressing, sort of a little video of that. But if I wasn't a tennis player, I love food and wine. I love good times. I love to go to Vegas and try out all the restaurants. So this recipe, what I'm doing tonight, was a really funny story. I used to run on the beach for a mile and a half and a mile and a half back to my house. And I found this guy fishing every day. And after about 6 weeks, it doesn't matter what time of the day I ran, this guy is fishing. So I found out this guy was sort of a ex-CIA guy that sort of checked out. And I got to know him. He's still undercover. But he started showing me how to cook, and the more he drank, the better he cooked. That's one of those funny things. But I'm going to tell a couple of stories. First of all, I'm going to pour my better half some of this fabulous nectar of the gods. So a little bit of red wine. Sebastiani, one of our favorite wines. So I'm going to give mommy a little bit. It's got to breathe a little bit. But today we took the kids out for the first time in 2.5 weeks in a car. Saved a lot on gas the last 2 weeks. And we drove around, and I was thinking about all the stories in tennis, and honey, there's yours. Cheers. So my videographer is very, very, she can't operate without this. 5 o'clock?
Cheers.
Is it 5 o'clock somewhere?
Cheers.
Cheers, honey. Thanks for being unbelievable. She is the ultimate puzzler. She's done almost with a 2,000-piece puzzle by herself in less than a day. Uh-oh, I'm gonna show it. So anyway, I like some extra light olive oil for my Caesar salad dressing. Real Dijon mustard, little Tabasco. I don't do this with measurements. I mean, I'm not selling my product, but basically about 3 cups of extra light olive oil, a handful of pressed garlic. You need a garlic press. We're gonna have some pepper, maybe a teaspoon and a half. How about some Tabasco sauce? Give it a little kick. Kick it up a notch, Emerald. 1 or 2, 3 drops. Worcestershire sauce, yeah, eyeball it. Listen, if you add a lot of wines, it tastes better. A couple of drops. So we got that. You need 2 squeezable lemons, fresh lemons. I do everything fresh. This is the key ingredient. Don't tell your friends. This is filleted rolled of, what the heck is this called now?
Anchovies.
Anchovies. The anchovies go in, chop them up very finely, and you need a little whisk. So here we go, starting to whisk this beautiful fresh garlic we bought. And obviously I just buy it all prepared, fresh express, really good. Just put your salad in there. And while I'm talking to my friends and stuff, I make always sort of industrial strength because people dip in it with bread and baguettes and stuff. Half my Caesar salad dressing is gone before I even made my salad. So I always make a lot more. So tonight I'm not making a lot. This is really just for a day or 2 use. But anyway, so Dijon mustard, okay? I don't know, half the bottle, something like that. You need some grated Parmesan cheese. I always buy some really good stuff. We bought a bunch of stuff because we didn't know how long we were going to be sequestered in our own home. So we have 2 refrigerators and everything is completely full. So just mix it up a little bit. Just kind of mix it up. Enough pepper so you can see it. You don't want to overwhelm anything. But my Caesar salad dressing is not for the faint of heart. This is a Caesar salad for men and women that love a little bit of Kriek, you know what I mean? So, yeah, hands has got to be clean. I washed my hands before I started this. So basically, maybe two.
I wouldn't eat it otherwise.
So
I'm the OCD person.
we're from the earth. So
I'm the OCD person in
we're
this
from the
area.
earth, so I just let it run through my fingers. You can use a fancy little lemon press, but never seen one. Never grew up with one. So I would say a small lemon and a half of that, nice and juicy. Start the lemony feel, lemony taste. Keep mixing it up really well, all the garlic, everything. Really nice. And the last thing that goes in, Parmesan cheese. Thank you, you Italians, you beauties. You make the best Parma ham, the best tomato sauce. I tell you, I could live in Italy. I could live in Tuscany. So here we go.
Bella Italia.
We have our grated cheese. I don't know, half a container. Mix it up again. Kind of see it gets a little bit thicker, you know. And mix it up really good. Maybe a little bit more, just to give it another kick. I kind of eyeball everything. But anyway, I got to tell a story about.
Who are the chefs that you've met on a tour? Or
Oh, you know, I met quite a few. I love to go to Vegas sometimes and look at the shows and enjoy Las Vegas. I absolutely love. I mean, I really diet before I go to Vegas because the food is so outrageous, and the sushi restaurants and the steak houses. I mean, I don't think I've ever had a finer steak than the steak that I ate at Wolfgang Puck's restaurant in the Venetian. Batali, the Italian, unbelievable restaurant too.
what is that sushi restaurant we went to at Bellagio with the view of the fountains? I love that restaurant.
Was it the yellowfish or yellow cake?
I think it's a yellowfish, right? Something like that.
Yellowfish or
Something like that. I'm sorry, I forgot the name of it.
In the Bellagio, they have a sushi place there. And I ordered some sake, and they go, oh, we got house sake. $250 for the sake. I almost fell off into the fountain, drowned. That cost me a pretty penny. Goodness gracious. But yeah, I kind of mix it with my whisk till it gets kind of thick. You know, and this is where people start milling around me and like little piranhas with their bread and dip it. So we don't have bread because we forgot to buy baguette. But I'm going to tell one little kind of story. So I was in Connecticut driving to the U.S. Open, and Ivan Lendl lived at that time in Greenwich, Connecticut, and I was in Westport, and I was driving to the U.S. Open, and I'm in my Ford Pinto rental car. How fast can a Ford Pinto go? I think 55 miles an hour is a lot if it goes over a cliff. So this Connecticut state trooper catches me doing 65 in a 55. Pulls me over. I'm in my tennis gear. I'm going to the U.S. Open. This is like 82, 83, something like that. And he says, please, young man, stand against your car. And he's writing me a ticket. And he gets back in his trooper car and he's writing me the ticket. Now, I'm a bit of a car buff, and I hear this Porsche 911 coming this screaming flat six engine, coming down the Merritt Parkway on the way to the Whitestone Bridge. And I see this Porsche, a silver one, coming. And as they go by me, they realize it's me, and it's Ivan Lendl and Wojtek Fibak in a Porsche Turbo. And Ivan is waving at me, doing at least 100 miles an hour in a 55. So as he's honking at me at Mach 5 going by me, the cop yanks his head out of the window, goes, he sees me wave a little bit, then I pull my hand back and he goes, do you know who that is? And I go, yes sir, I do. Who is it? And I go, it's Ivan Lendl, tennis player. He was number one. I've been trying to catch that sumbitch for the last 3 weeks. This is a comic that actually went in Le Figaro in the French Open. He told the story to some writer and they made some comic out of it. It's pretty funny. But yeah, we have a lot of stories from our olden days. So
don't you have a story of a cop trying to catch you in your yellow Porsche?
Never happened. Never happened.
Cheers,
never happened.
He was never
now at Fritz Buning's wedding, 3 o'clock in the morning, I-75, going to Naples, nobody on the road.
Finish. Finished.
And that was maxed out at about 185. Got home. Cheers.
So, last question. Do you think speaking of the US Open, do you think the US Open was going to happen?
No, for sure not. I don't think the US Open is going to happen. But anyway, I'm ready to eat. I'm hungry. Enjoy your evening, everybody.
Cheers.